That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman, Jeff Turnipole, and as always, we bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by Priority Lawn and Landscaping. You know, it's getting hot out there. You don't really want to cut your grass. Maybe you got multiple properties you don't want to cut. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. You got flower beds you need mulched or weeded or plants in shrubbery or something. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. You got a paver patio, a fountain, a retaining wall, anything related to lawn and landscaping. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Don't think it. Call them at 513-430-6114. That's 513-430-6114. You can also follow them on Facebook. I recommend that so you can see the videos and pictures of the jobs that they do. So when you call Johnny, tell him you heard about it from Sports with Strawberry Ice. We are about a week away. Next week, I am hopefully not going to embarrass myself and hopefully not hurt myself, but it's going to be a fun time for a great cause. The Celebrity Softball Classic 35th edition, July 17th at the Florence Y'all Stadium. You can get your tickets at the Celebrity Softball Classic. Hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of fun. What is up to everybody in the chat? We got Stranger in there. We got Brad in there. We got Shakely from South Carolina. Oh, that's cool. You're there. Hope I said that name right. And, of course, Tony Blazin. All right, guys. So, Reds. I said this was almost a must-win, you know. 5-2, hopefully, what we're doing down the stretch here going into the All-Star break. And they brought it last night. They freaking brought it all the way down to the toilet. 7 runs in 1 inning. We scored, lucky for the 9th inning, or it would have been the 4th game in a row where they scored 1 run. What are we doing? Jose Trevino was the star of the show. His knuckleball was epic. He had the best pitching ERA of any of the pitchers the Reds brought out there last night. Couldn't hit. And the funny thing is, I still believe that crazy thing is they could go win the next 5. They could. I've seen them do it this year. Will they? I have no idea. And I kind of said this on my talk back, if you guys listen to City 360 today. The Houston Astros. You remember they were the young upcoming team. They lost 100 games, and they were able to draft and develop their guys, and they went to win a World Series. I know they cheated, but they did win a World Series. Florida Marlins for years have done it. They've traded all the guys away, draft, develop guys, and go win a World Series. Why the hell can't the Reds do it? Why? Why is CES not hitting? I know he got a hit last night. Why is Marte not hitting? What the hell is wrong with Matt McClain? I don't understand what they're doing. It's frustrating. But I did get to watch quarterback. Joe Burrow was on there. It was painful watching, fun, but painful watching them lose all those games. Anyway, let's get to the man. And this guy has dedicated 0 time at all to watch quarterback. I think he was on his phone partly, but he knows some draft stuff, and we can talk Reds, or we'll find something to talk about. He's the man. He's the myth. He's the legend. He's my former seat neighbor. He's Dale Altman from Bengals and Brew. What's up, Dale?
Your audio sucks.
My audio sucks?
Yeah, it's like real choppy, and
Well, that's not good.
I wonder if it was just me, but Brad said, yeah, your audio is not good today.
Well, that's not good at all. I don't know why. See, this is the problem when I can't hear myself. I'm actually on the right microphone.
Yeah.
So I did all that stuff.
Do you have on audio settings? Do you have echo cancellation and stuff checked?
Let me see.
Always check.
Well, I turned that crap off. It's all Echo cancellation is checked. Reduced mic background is checked. And my volume. I turn my volume down a little bit. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, especially like when you get real animated. Or
I never get very animated. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it gets real like chops out.
Well, is that any better?
You're just gonna have to talk real like even kill, bro.
Have you met me? I don't know if I do. I don't know.
I have.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I know how to do that.
It's a shot, right? Like I don't
it's
know.
worth a shot.
Is it the same mic that wasn't working?
Yeah. Well, so I don't know what the heck happened. So I found out. So you go to StreamYard and you can. It's still bad.
Yeah.
Why is it bad? It's
better at times. It gets better, and then it gets
to get like this, like
gets bad.
Talk really bad. Talk real close.
Yeah.
Let's do this all the time. But so Cap helped me figure it out somehow. Like, so when I would click the microphone in StreamYard, it wouldn't let me click and choose this microphone. It kept going back to that one. So then I had to go down to in the corner of my screen here. It's got a speaker. You click on that, and then you can pick the right microphone. And for some reason, it was off and was on that microphone. So that was the problem. Why when I had Mo Egger on, I sounded like I was in the bathroom. Is it still cutting in and out?
A little bit. Only when you get animated. That's crazy. You can't get animated at all.
You can't do the show. I quit.
I know. This is brutal. This is tough.
I don't know I need to get a new microphone. That's the biggest thing. I think I've been doing the show I'm in the 8th year. This is the 4th or 5th year of this mic. I think it's probably time to get a new one. So
yeah.
Mike said it sounds like I'm underwater. That's great. I'm underwater. It's cutting in and out, and Brad says it's better. So,
I feel like it's every couple of years I've got to get a new one, you know?
Yes, yours. Yes, yours would fall off the stand, wouldn't it?
Even this one, like it's just every couple of years, got to get a new one. So you're probably due.
I got this one. This is the original. This is the original one, but I can't plug it in. It's got a different. If you see that, it's got a different plug, and that one's too big. So this one's nice, but I can't use it. I can sit here and act like I'm talking. That work? No.
But football.
Quarterback. You didn't watch it. Why not?
I watched a little bit. Like I put it on, and it's one of those things. Like I knew I wasn't going to like it because, well, 1, we didn't make the playoffs. 2, Kirk Cousins and Jared Goff. Like I don't give a shit. I didn't watch it I didn't watch that last season with Patrick Mahomes. I don't give a shit about other quarterbacks.
I
need
that
someone
one.
to clip up just Joe Burrow for me. That. I'll watch it. Joe Burrow.
They had this thing called a fast forward button. You could just fast forward through the parts you don't want to watch.
But even when Joe was on there, I was distracted on my phone. I couldn't concentrate.
Dude, like I said, it was painful watching this. Just because how many games from September to October, mid-November, whenever Dallas game was, that's when we took off.
Well, they caught my attention a couple times, like because it was first showing New England, the 16-10 loss to New England, and it's like Mike Gesicki's touchdown callback, Tanner Hudson going in the end zone.
He's doing this. Why is he doing this?
The Bengals lose, and it's like, yeah, why do I want to watch this? Like honestly, I'm sorry, I don't want to be fucking depressed all day. Like
I remember like the Ravens game, and they showed him going down to try. We were down by 3, I think it was, or something. We would have been up. The Ravens wouldn't have been able to put it to tie the game up and put it in overtime if we would have scored that touchdown. And they jumped the route on Chase and intercepted the ball, went down, tied the game up, or got the lead. We had to go and tie the game up, and Evan missed the field goal. And I just remember when they went down and scored and we lost, I still remember sitting in my seats going, I cannot believe we're 1-4. How the hell are we 1-4? I was like, oh my god! But then I was sitting there looking at the Detroit and their record. I think I'm in mid-October right now. They're like 11-2, and I'm like, that's what I want this year. That, like I said, orange colored sunglasses. I got boys a black one right now. I have my orange colored ones, but dude, I think this offense is gonna start from Jump Street, just because Joe Burrow's not injured. As long as nothing happens in training camp, we've got all of our weapons. I think. Look, I know. I can't remember who was pro PFF. Somebody ranked our offensive line 31st. If we got Orlando Brown, who's an All-Pro, has been All-Pro, is healthy this year. Last year he played on a broken bone in his leg for the last couple games. We got Marius Mims, who I think is going to be another bookend tackle. You got 2 bookend tackles, which I think we have. You got Ted Karras, who's a very, very good center. Fairchild, I think, is going to be okay. It's just the guards. You got 3 out. I want all of them. Our offensive line is going to be better than 31st. I can't see with you got 2 bookend tackles. How is our offensive line 31st? And the way they ended the season, Jackpot is throwing deep balls in freaking mini camp. He's already throwing them. I'm like, our offense is going to be good. It's the defense is what I think. And good. I'm just rambling on.
Defense is a huge question, but also it's just frustrating, right? Because it's like, everything you said, I agree with. Like, Mims has to stay healthy. That's still a concern for me. Yeah. But having Jalen Rivers there, I feel like if Jalen Rivers is that backup right tackle, or if Cody Ford, we've seen him have to do it and be okay at being a backup tackle, like a depth guy that can come in and give you a game or two. And then obviously Brown and Karras, I feel good about that. I feel good about left guard Dylan Fairchild. I want him to play and I want him to develop. But right guard, like, there is no part of me that is like, still feels this way, just like in free agency.
Yeah.
Brandon Scherf, I'm begging you, brother.
He's still out there. I don't think
don't retire. Don't retire. You've never won a playoff game, maybe a Super Bowl. Like, you played for the Jaguars. You played for, maybe you won a playoff game. You
want to win a ring?
Washington, now Commanders, formerly the Redskins. Like, you could come and play for Joe Burrow and start at right. But I don't know that the Bengals would promise him right guard. I don't know. Like, we got Lucas Patrick, who has a knee injury, and we have Cody Ford, who's a career backup journeyman, versatility. I like having Cody Ford as a backup.
Yeah, I do.
There is no part of me that would not feel better. Even Will Hernandez, I know he had a knee injury last year, but let's assuming that they can bring him in at this point now and he's healthy enough to pass the physical. Give me Will, and compete with Cody Ford. Compete with Lucas Patrick. Why not? Why not? Why do we want to be 2 or 3 weeks in going, shit, our right tackle sucks ass? You know what I mean? Like, why not try to have more pieces in the building now?
Well, one thing now Jan Chapin brought this up. And Lee, the center that we drafted last year, you know what I'm talking about? Matt Lee, thank you. James Rapine brought this up. What's the chances of the Bengals giving him a shot at right guard? I'm not against it at all. I mean, I've said try to move Rivers over there too. Get the best guy. If you're gonna go with who you have, get the best guy, whoever it is.
I agree, and I'm not against it. Same reason I wouldn't be against Jalen Rivers, but I don't know that Jalen Rivers got any snaps playing guard during the mini camps.
No, he didn't.
Stuff. And
I'm not worried about that.
But that's with Lucas Patrick having a dinged up knee.
Yeah.
But I don't know that they're looking at Matt Lee anything other than a center, and he is a little undersized. But to me, I would be like, shit, I'm gonna give you a shot.
Right.
Like,
try.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I do think Fairchild's gonna be fine. I think he's your left guard. I think you're set there as long as he doesn't blow it. Right. Well, try Lee. I mean, you got him on the roster. Just see what can happen. What would it hurt?
I'd be trying everybody at right guard. Let's say we don't sign anybody. It wouldn't just be Patrick or Ford as the only 2 competing. It would be Matt Lee. It would be Jalen Rivers. It would be Jackson Kirkland, who they brought back, who has tackle guard versatility. You know what I mean? I would have every single one of these guys competing at right guard.
And the thing is, I'm not saying they're not going to, and that all we have to go by is minicamp. Minicamp for especially rookies is just getting yourself a rookie, getting yourself adjusted to the NFL, getting adjusted, knowing what room you're supposed to go to, and getting to know the guys. I don't think it's that big of a that they didn't really try anybody else at minicamp. Now, if they only go with the 2 guys at training camp for the Patrick, I'm going to be like, I want them to try everybody, at least at first. And I know you get close to season, yeah, you got to narrow it down. But at least if you're going with the guys you have and you're not going to go out and sign, sure, try these guys. Try Lee. I mean, because Lee has looked good. They brought him in as the extra lineman last year a couple of times. So, I mean, so it's not like he came in as a guard or as a center. He came in as an extra lineman. So, and he did fine. And I have no idea how to do a guard, but at least try it.
Yeah, and he's always been a good pass blocker. Like his pass blocking grades, his preseason, like in college, like he's always been a good pass blocker. And we pass the ball so much, so it's like there's no reason to move Ted. There's not.
No,
Burrow. I know, but a lot of people say that.
Yes,
like,
a lot of people said that. Yeah,
let Matt Lee play center and Ted move to one of the guard spots.
Well, the thing is, you can put Matt Lee at guard, and then if they don't re-sign Ted, which I hope they do, then you can slide. Then you can slide Lee over next year, and you still got to find a guard. But they're blowing the chatter. Let me get to some of these here. Real quick, Dustin's had a couple things here. He said, "Pick up the SAP report so we can discuss the fact that Burrow holds the ball too long," which we all know he does. Bengals O-line had the worst pass blocking win rate last year, and Burrow was the fastest to
the first contact.
Yeah.
So it's saying the opposite of our thoughts on that.
Right. Like, but I mean, they're
at times he does, sure, but that's his style of game, number one, regardless. But either way, it's saying that the offensive line was so bad that when you look at that, like he has to get the ball out quick because the line's so bad. Is what that SAP report.
Well, my point to saying the offensive line is not going to be 31st is Mims. I got a full year under his belt as long as he stays healthy. Orlando Brown is going to get back to his All-Pro. He literally had a broken leg. He had a broken bone in his leg, and he still played. And that was when we went on our 5-game winning streak. Because during that 5-game winning streak, if you remember, he missed a couple games, and Cody Ford was out there playing left tackle. So, and that's why I keep going back to this offensive line was so bad. We had a 5-game winning streak that our offense looked great. Our defense started playing better. And we didn't have a healthy Orlando Brown when he was out there. Cordell Volson was in and out of the lineup. Cody Ford was playing tackle and guard. So, I mean, yeah, the offensive line was bad. But if they're healthy and you got 2 bookend tackles and you got Ted and you got Fairchild, who I think is going to be good, just got to figure out that right guard. It might not. It's not going to be 31st. And I'm not saying they're going to be an MVP All-Pro offensive line. But I think they have a shot of being better than last year because, sorry, but Alex Cappa wasn't good. Orlando Brown was hurt.
Awful.
Yeah, Mims was a rookie. I mean, and so that's when you got guys. Cordell Volson was terrible.
Volson was awful.
Yeah, you pulled. He got pulled. I mean, Cody Ford took his job last year. So you had a lot of moving parts last year in the offensive line between injuries because Mims got hurt. Both our tackles got hurt last year. So that's where, to me, it's like if they got to stay healthy. If that happens, I don't think they're going to be 31st. They're going to be better. How good? I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, well, that's why I just said, like, I would love to be more aggressive about a right guard.
Yeah, me too.
Like, but that's stuff we said in free agency. At some point, training camp starts in what, 10, 11 days?
Rookies report the 20th, I think.
It's here soon.
It's here, baby. It's here.
And listen. I ain't going to make no apologies. If our right guard is one of the worst in the leagues again, I'm going to be pissed because every one of us have sat here and talked about it.
Yes,
that they should have been more aggressive in addressing it.
Yeah,
and they have money. They have money. They have salary cap. They have it.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys go back to any of the videos I did during the beginning of free agency, I was going freaking nuts, pleading for them to sign a guard, begging them to sign one.
You were wanting two. You were wanting 2 starting guards,
and they signed 0. Or they signed 1. Sorry, but
I don't count Cody Ford or Lucas Patrick.
Cody Ford was ours.
Journeyman, older guy. Like Cody Ford, honestly, what he should have been signed for was a versatile backup, and that's what he is, and that's great, and that's valuable. You know what I mean? But we wanted 2 starting caliber guards signed.
Yeah.
Jeff. There's a difference. We don't think Cody Ford is automatically one of those.
I was not saying. I have not one time said that I think Cody Ford was a fix. I said I think the Bengals think that, and I've said this from the get go. Don't be surprised that Cody Ford is your starting right guard. I said that for when they signed him. So,
bro, the Lucas Patrick stuff.
Yes.
Even like Tevin Jenkins, you know.
Yeah,
I know he went to the Browns, and he may not even start the season, but that is a guy who has graded out well, and to me has higher upside than a guy like Lucas Patrick, 11-year journeyman. Had 40-some PFF grades with the Bears and stuff. He had a decent season with the Saints last year. But it's like, why weren't we aggressive for Tevin Jenkins? Like, none of it makes sense. I heard Lucas Patrick coming in for a visit. I about lost my damn mind. And everyone is like, there's no way this is real. Like, you're full of shit. And I'm like, I think this is real. It's real.
Doug Houston, Dylan Fairchild beat Myles Garrett. He's lining up over your game one. Yeah, I mean, look, it is, like I said, for me, it's July. You're ready to start the season. I'm not getting upset yet because I'm not going to get mad now. Well, I'm praying to God that they're right. You know, I mean, there has been times that the Bengals were right. Now, it hasn't been here lately, but now offensive line, they haven't been right in a long time. So we'll see what happens.
I feel like the Hawk in Avengers when they're like, you know, what's your secret? And he's like, well, my secret is I'm always angry.
Yeah, exactly.
So when it comes to the Bengals front office, I'm always angry. And I don't want to be. Like, It's hard to be angry. Listen, I don't want to be. But it's the same shit year after year where it's like in the offseason.
Yeah, Chop. I know my mic sounds horrible. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think, you know.
That's why I think
trying to fix it.
I think if we send this out, we should send this out to the chat. We should have one of those shows, Jeff. We got another 40 minutes of show. Send it out to the chat. Let other people talk, and we'll shut up, and I'll go pee, and I'll rep Peters, and other people can talk. If anybody in the chat wants to join. But it's my show. I'm just saying.
Dustin said, Ice, the reason we discuss these things, we have analytics in front of us now. The honest guy don't lie. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I wanted 2 guards. I'm hoping that the Bengals are right is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is I hope they're right. Yeah.
For me, I'm going to bitch right now until the kickoff. Like, you know what I mean? Kickoff. And then I'm going to bitch right after. If we lose, I'm going to bitch right after. But if we win week 1 in Cleveland, I'm going to be like,
dude, we better win week 1.
Undefeated, Super Bowl. I'm just going to be hyped that football is back and that we won. Like, I know how I am. This is me. Take it, leave it. I don't give a shit.
That's what it is.
I'm passionate about this team. I'm passionate about how I feel. I'm passionate when they should spend more money. I'm passionate of everything that I talk about with this team. But when kickoff starts, I'm sitting there, pray to God that we win the game. Because I just want to win, baby. I don't care how. I don't care. Just win. 1 point, 30 point. I would actually like blowouts. Blowouts are way more fun when we blow a team out.
Yeah. I mean, the thing, like I said this a couple months ago, and I said it on yesterday's show. The Bengals are doing what the Reds are doing. They're hoping they can develop their young guys. That's what they're doing and we said this on the defensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball, they've got first, second round picks. They should play better. Offensive line, you got, a first round pick of Mims. You got Orlando Brown. You got Ted Karras. So those 3 are set. It's the guards. You got pray to God that they're right. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they signed Scherf. I don't know why they signed him now when they haven't signed him before. They won't. But that's where I'm like, somebody said Kirkland. I saw that in the chat. I
was just going to say, like with the Reds.
Hey, well, here it is.
We hope all the young guys develop with the Reds, right?
We hope.
And now that they're 500, they're losing games. Team they do this a lot. They stay around 500 and they peter out. You know why they peter out? Because they're just missing a little bit more talent.
You know what they're missing?
That the front office won't invest in, that they won't spend the money to get, or well, we got to get, and it's very similar. The small market bullshit in the NFL, the Bengals actually have no reason to do it because of the salary cap differences between baseball and football. The Bengals, you have Joe Burrow. There is zero reason for the Bengals to not invest in a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow blessed you going to the Super Bowl in the second year. He blessed you. Jamar Chase blessed you. T. Higgins blessed you. I understand you pay these guys money, but you could go all in. You could finagle the salary cap. You could do so many things to get more players and more talent on your team so you can sustain a winning team that makes the playoffs year after year after year and win Super Bowls because you have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But instead, you're fighting over fucking contracts. Just saying.
I agree. I'm not arguing with you. I agree with you. I mean, I'm not. I mean, like I said, I am hoping they're right. I don't think they are. I don't like what they've done. I mean, I think I said is I at least see what their vision is. I see a vision. The last couple of years, I didn't see a vision. They let DJ Reader walk out the door, and we literally played the whole season without nose. I mean, that's, we at least have one this year. That's why I think our run defense is going to be better. I do think Al Golden is going to make this defense better. I'm hoping. It seems like the offensive line coach, like Orlando Brown, was ecstatic about him when I was talking to him a couple weeks ago on my show.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Well, yeah, you made comments on it. Well, what happened? I don't know. And Dustin, I like this, what he said. He said, I do want to make a counter argument for fans that said we're relying on the coaches too much. Every NFL team does that. Ravens literally have 4 new O-line started last year and developed. Right, exactly. And that's where I'm like, so for me, like this, like I said, the defense, there's talent there. We got first, second, a lot of first and second round picks on defense.
I think it's 11 out of the last 15 in the first 3 rounds have been on the defensive side of the ball. Right. I throw that stat out all the time for a reason, because that is a ton of talent to invest on one side of the ball.
Exactly.
As they should. After you get a Joe Burrow and a Jamar Chase, you're investing everything in that defense.
But why don't you invest it on your offensive line? It's like, at the end of the season. Like, all right, let's just say they drafted Fairchild. Cool. Go out and get Scherf. And if the guys you have beat him out, cool. Cut him. I don't care. Fine. If Kirkland works, great. If Lee works, great. If Rivers works, I don't care. But go out and get Scherf. So if they don't work, you got a guy who, could at least be manageable there, And right now, right guard, I really have no idea who's going to be. I mean, like I said, I think it's going to be Cody Ford. I don't want it to be. That's what I think the Bengals are planning on. That's just and maybe Kirkwood beats him up, maybe Lee, but hell, they're probably not even thinking about Lee at guard.
I don't think they're thinking about any of those guys. I think it's literally between Ford and Patrick, and Patrick's got a bum knee right now, and Ford is a career journeyman backup, good versatile, like 6th, 7th lineman.
I like him as a backup.
Yeah, same. And that's the difference in, like, they just think they can skate by skimming on 1 or 2 positions, and that's not how you should do it in the NFL.
No, I mean, and I know you can't, and I'm, like I said, I'm not saying go out there and sign the best. I would love to go out and spend a whole bunch of money on the best guard, but spend money on a guard, at least a guard.
One and draft one. That's what I kept saying to you. You wanted 2, and I said, how about we get one first?
This thing.
I said, let's get 1 first, and then we can draft one.
I wanted.
We would all feel so good. My plan would have worked had we just.
Oh, I mean. So, what's your thoughts on Fairchild? I mean, were you? What really impressed me was that wrestling video, him in the cage in the MMA ring. Watching him, that big dude move. I was pretty impressed with that, to be honest. Now,
he's a high school wrestler. Like he was that dude in high school,
right?
But yeah, Georgia, he was good. He was never like the greatest. He didn't take over till Mims got hurt. To be fair, kind of funny how his career went. So a guy had to slide over. They had to change around positions. Then he came in. Then he took over early in the season for Georgia. the year before. And then last year, he's a starter. He's that guy because he redshirted his first season.
Right.
He was there for like 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, I like him. We'll see what happens.
I like him. I think he's good. I think he still needs some development, but I think he's the perfect guy. Like, big competition, he's already had to face it. That's one reason I wasn't in on Volson. Like, Volson was a 6-year guy.
Right.
He wasn't 21 like Fairchild. It's complete opposites of him and Volson. Volson was small school competition.
Mm-hmm.
Fairchild was big school SEC competition at Georgia. Big games, big moments, everything.
Right.
And he's the height-wise. Like, he just has the perfect build for a guard. I think Fairchild's going to be good, but I do think their Bengals fans need to have some patience with Dylan Fairchild because he's a rookie and because it may take a few games. Don't bench him. Don't bench him like 2 games in. If the Bengals do that, it'll fuck them over.
But that's the thing is, benching for who?
Volson. They'll bench him for Volson. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You have to understand that Fairchild will make some mistakes, but he'll be learning from them the whole time. And he is a student of the game. Everything I've read about him, he's a dog. So
yeah. I mean, there's going to be growing pains. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I'll just put it this way. If for some crazy reason this team starts out 0-2, this city is going to freaking lose it. I will lose it. If we lose to the freaking Browns, who don't have a quarterback.
See, I don't want to go down that route because as a fan base, like as the Bengals season, they can't start 0-2 again this year.
No, it would be the third year in a row. It'd be the third year in a row. No.
And I would agree. Everyone should lose it if they start 0-2. They should. 100%.
They should beat the Browns and they should beat the Jags. They should. Even with our offensive line.
0-2 with those in the first 2 games, Jeff?
Yeah.
It's a fucking problem. And Zach Taylor should be fired by the end of the week 2 game.
That's why I'm like, I cannot see us being 0-2. Now, last year, I thought that we had a chance of being 2-0. But I was like, we're going to be at least 1-1. I was like, we're going to be. I said we might lose that game to the Chiefs. I think I said it's going to be close. We might lose that game to the Chiefs.
They should have won it.
We should have won. We should have won both of them. If Tanner Hudson doesn't do this with the dang football, we would have won. But
a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, 0-2. And I just going back. I just remember sitting in my seat, losing that first Ravens game, just going 1-4. How in the hell are we 1-4? It's frustrating. And then that Dallas game, everything switched. Well, they got that punt block, and we took off. And that could have happened 1 week earlier. We would have made the playoffs. That's what's crazy about this. All right, let's get you guys are blowing up the chat. Let me get a couple things here. T. Brookie. Frank Pollock did not develop any of the 3rd or 5th round picks. Lots of teams develop offensive linemen. Got to get them in free agent. Yeah, I mean, the Bengals did that back in the day. I mean, we had Paul Alexander. He would develop 5th and 6th round picks to, awesome offensive lines. So yeah, that's the reason Lou and Frank got fired. They did not develop the guys that they were given, especially Lou. And I love Lou. Lou was a good defense coordinator, but none of the guys that we drafted first, second rounds really got better. They kind of, there's some of them, but none of them developed like we need them to. Mike O'Madden here. The New England game still looms in my head. Yeah. Dustin, Ice, you said the Browns didn't have a quarterback. According to SAP report, our defense played one of the worst clutches of QBs last year. Got shredded. Can't assume. Right. You keep bringing up stuff from last year, Dustin. I get it. I know I understand we got shredded last year. I'm saying our defense should be better this year. I have no idea what's going to happen this year. We should beat these guys. They don't have a quarterback. We should beat the Browns. Forget what happened last year. We got a new defense coordinator. We got first, second round picks. These guys have got to make a jump this year. Miles Murphy has to make a jump this year, or he's not going to get a contract. Hell, he might be out of the league. Joseph Tsai wants to and has to make a big impact this year. He wants more money. If they ever get Shamar Stewart in there, he has to make an impact so he can prove everybody wrong. Trey Henderson, if they sign him or they don't sign him, has to come in. They're going to be motivated, what I'm trying to tell you. Besides wanting to win a Lombardi. Trey's going to be motivated to either prove that he deserves the money he wants to get or prove he deserves the money he's got. So we got on that defense line, we're going to have guys that are motivated by sheer their life in NFL, their money right there. That is motivation in itself. Our secondary, I think, is going to be pretty daggone good. To be honest, as long as they stay healthy. Dax Hill, I think, played awesome at outside corner. And you can play him inside, outside. You can move him wherever you want. Hell, you can play him at safety if you want to, too. I mean, Al Golden's moved guys around. Cam Taylor-Britt, I think, is going to bounce back. You got DJ Turner, DJ Ivy. I think our secondary is going to be fine. Yeah. Our safety room is what I'm worried about on defense. I'll be honest. I'm worried about our safety room.
I think Jordan Battle's going to be pretty good. I think Geno Stone could be a lot better if you play him in the role where he had 8 picks for the Ravens and the way he came on for the Bengals in the second half. But my guy, Fuzzy Balls, he's high on the back 7, exactly what you were saying.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we have the talent. This guy is known for developing talent. Our defense should be better. Should be. It better be because then we really suck at drafting. You have all these first and second round picks that we got in this defense, and Al Golden can't develop. I mean, I don't know what publication it was, but it's ranked season. Everybody ranks everybody right now because there's nothing else to talk about. But they're ranking defense coordinators. They ranked Al Golden 15th. He's never been an NFL defense coordinator, but they're ranking him 15th because of what he did in college. So the man can develop players. He's known for that. That's why he's here. He needs to develop these guys. So I'm not completely worried about our defense. Is it going to be an all-pro defense, the 85? No. Is it going to be better than it was last year? Absolutely. If it's anywhere, if they start out where they ended last year and they go up from there, we're going to be fine. If our offense starts where it ended last year and keeps going, we're going to drop 40 points on people. So it's not as all this doom and gloom. It's just a lot of we don't know. And that's
fix this mic, Jeff. This mic is terrible.
I don't know what you want me to do about it. I plugged it in.
I know. I love
you. Can't I'm just do anything about it.
I'd rather go back to you in a tunnel than this mic. This is bad.
Is it cutting in and out?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, talk for a second.
Maybe I'm the only one. I mean, Chad, you tell us. You tell us. Like, I feel like it cuts in and out.
Drive me nuts.
It's very frustrating. I know it's frustrating for Jeff. It's his show, but I'm just trying to get him right. This is a fun Wednesday show. Yeah. So Dustin says, boys, our schedule is fucking tough this year. Sorry, just being devil's advocate. There's so many things to factor into being successful in the NFL. There is, and I agree. That kind of goes back to like if the defense can, we're going to assume our offense is good, but I am worried about the O-line. I'm with you guys on that. But we just need – I don't even think – Mike, you said top 15 defense will be fine. I think if we're a top 20 – if we're 21st in defense, scoring defense, if we're 21st with the offense we have, we'll be fine.
All right. How's my mic now? It's still cutting in and out? Check.
No, you're good.
All right. Boys, from Dustin, our schedule is friggin' tough this year.
It's that excitement. Go ahead, though. I think it's better.
Is our schedule tough again? Honestly, I got us losing like 3 games in our schedule. To be honest, last year was tough. Our schedule, we didn't make the playoffs back-to-back years. Our schedule shouldn't be that tough.
Well, but he says, I think the second half of the season is pretty tough. Like it's once again kind of like last year. We got to start off pretty strong.
I mean, it's the NFL. I mean, you're not going to get cupcake. I mean, what?
I agree.
Dustin, I'm not trying to argue, but okay, I don't care. They should win. like Dustin coming at me like, our schedule's tough and this is bad and that's bad. Like, dude, just July, relax.
No, he's just a devil advocate. It's all.
But our schedule was tough the last 2 years. Our schedule was tough after everyone went to the Super Bowl and made the AFC Championship game. Our schedule was tough when Jake Browning was there and we almost made a Super Bowl. Our schedule was tough last year. If we won one more game, we make the playoffs. Our schedule's always tough.
Well, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about the schedule. Let's talk about so week 1, we know it's at Cleveland.
Yes.
You've got to find a way to win that game. I don't care if you win that game 10-6, 10-7, 10-9. Find a way to win that game, right?
Right.
And then week 2, home opener at Jacksonville. when you're talking about starting out 0-2, there's no way you can lose to Jacksonville. I know they have Travis Hunter. I know Brian Thomas is really good as a rookie at wide receiver. But that is not a good football team. Like, if you lose to them at home like you lost the year before to the Patriots in week 1, that would be devastating. Week 3, Vikings. The Vikings.
There we go. Got the Vikings. There, hang on a second. Let me get over here. I got the schedule. All right. Jaguar. Seymour. Hold on. All right. Vikings. There we go. Vikings. All right. September 14th. Bengals at Vikings. So we got the Browns. So to me, Browns and Jaguars, those both should be wins. The Vikings.
You're hoping 2-0. You're hoping 2-0.
Yes.
You're hoping.
Yes.
Vikings at Minnesota, week 3. I think it's going to be a tough game, but I am not a J.J. McCarthy believer. If you're a Michigan fan, you probably do believe in J.J. McCarthy. I don't. I do think they have a solid defense. They got a good collection of weapons, obviously with Jay Jettas, Jordan Addison, the fucking running back that used to be in Green Bay. All those dudes are pretty good. Right. I think it'll be a tough game, but I think the Bengals could win that one. But it'll be interesting. Week 4, how do you feel about Vikings, first off? Do you think the Bengals could win that one, Jeff, or not?
I'll put it to you this way. They have a rookie quarterback. We have Joe Burrow. We should beat them. Now, it's going to be a tough game. Wait, I'm trying to get to the top here. Where's that? Did I get too far? Oh, I'm in a different year here. I'm getting all that. I'm like, how am I getting scores here?
All right. Well, week 4 is at the Broncos, and that is a Monday night football game.
That one's gonna be tough. That one is definitely gonna be tough. Now, hold on a second here. Dustin is tripping me up these things here. He said we play a great collection of quarterbacks this year. That's why I kind of scrolled through Browns don't have a quarterback. Jaguars, he's not proven. Vikings, not good. Bo Nix, okay. Lions, I'll give you that. Lions got a good quarterback. Packers, Steelers, you got to broken down Aaron Rodgers. Jets got Field Yates. Bears got a quarterback that hasn't proven anything yet. Again, Aaron Rodgers, who knows? Patriots, they hadn't proven a quarterback. That's not a proven quarterback. All right, Ravens, there you go. Bills, that's a good one. There's two of them I think that are good. Dolphins, Tua, I don't see a great collection of quarterbacks. I'm trying to figure out what Dustin's talking about. I mean, am I just, again, am I looking at this through orange-colored sunglasses too much, or what's going on here?
Well, I think when it gets tough, you know don't know what the record's going to be as we get to week 13.
Yeah, we're talking here in July, 9th here.
I know, but I'm saying when you get to week 13, you play at the Ravens, Thursday night football, 8:20 p.m. This is when a tough stretch. So whatever the record is before that is – like, we cannot be 500. I don't think we want to be 500 headed into week 13. We need to be like 3 games above 500 headed into week 13 with the schedule we're talking about. The Jets on there, the Jaguars, the Browns. I think we're all in agreement on that. But then the next week, it's the Bills. At the Bills, 425 games. So that's still a primetime game,
Right. Well, you go Ravens and Bills. Yes, that's a tough stretch. Those are 2 really good quarterbacks. But
and then
up until then,
and then you get the Ravens again at home. So let's just say if you're hovering around 500,
we got to split one of those.
Yes,
we got to split those at least.
We also need to not be hovering around 500 before Ravens, Bills, Ravens. That is a terrible stretch. Then you go at Dolphins.
Dolphins are
who
falling
knows
apart.
What the hell the Dolphins will be?
I'm not worried about the Dolphins, to be honest.
And then Cardinals, Browns to close it out. But that is the tough stretch you're looking at. And honestly, the Patriots low-key could be a tough game. And that is on short rest at the Ravens. So we play on Sunday against the Patriots, week 12, 11:23 at 1 o'clock. I know, but hell, they beat us last year. And Drake May's a hell of a lot better than Jacoby Brissett.
Right.
And Mike Vrabel's a hell of a lot better than whoever the hell was coaching the team last year.
That beat us last year?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I can see – and at the Steelers the week before. So week 11 – I know it's the Steelers, but at the same point
the Steelers don't scare me either.
But every year, they play their best football against us. Mason Rudolph
plays his
best football against us.
It's AFC North, all of them do.
I know.
Carl Paul here saying Cleveland always plays and stuff. It's AFC North football. They all play each other tough.
I agree.
I mean, it's
and
not.
I mean, like nothing's
it's
given,
not certain.
everything's earned.
Yeah. I mean, but that doesn't mean that. Oh my goodness, we can't beat them. Yeah, I think we can beat them, but will we? I don't know. But it's not just.
I know. No,
that's where I'm just. Some of this stuff drives you nuts in July, where people are look. Free agency, it pisses me off. It did, but I can't do anything about it, so I can't sit there and keep bitching about something that they're not going to do. Now, when it comes to the season, if what I think they should have done in the offseason comes to fruition and it doesn't work, yes, I will bitch then. Yes, you will hear me say, I told you we should have signed 2 guards. July 9th, I'm not going to sit there complaining about it because I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it when the season starts either, but that's where it just Again, I keep going back to this. I see their vision. I don't like their vision, but at least they have a vision this year. Last couple of years has been, oh, crap, that guy left. Let's go sign this dude. Their vision is to develop these young guys that they've drafted, especially on the defense. Offensive line, they should have done a little better. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Jeff's getting so worked up. Before the show started, Dustin, you're not like, Dustin don't even know this, but Jeff is like, there ain't really much to talk about. Like, we were talking about places that stink in Ohio, like Chillicothe, Ohio, have a stinky place. And I was like, yeah, I used to fucking stink like shit going through Chillicothe.
Yeah, it was a paper mill.
Now Jeff's all worked up, man.
Dustin got me all worked up. Hey, Dustin,
and your mic is cutting in and out every fucking 5 seconds. I tried to tell you to put it out to the chat and let other people come in. So then you could just ask questions and then let other people talk.
So nobody can hear. Nobody can hear me talk. Hold on here.
Jeff wants to passionately talk.
Yeah, like right now. Yeah, you guys got me fired up. So I'm kind of like,
got Jeff fucking pissed off.
No,
he's gonna have to literally call in, and I'm gonna have to put it on speaker. He has to call into his own show so we can hear him better.
How does that sound?
That sound.
It's that awful.
Get excited because it's always when you get excited.
How's that?
Yes. Yep. Hear a damn word of that. I don't know what that is. I don't. But it happens on Greg's shit. Like Greg gets loud and it cuts out.
Well, my mic always cuts out when I get loud. That's just not. I don't have a good mic.
Yeah, Brett. That's what I'm saying. Like when Jeff's like, but it's hard because that's what I love about Jeff. Though he's passionate and he's real. Dustin, you have actually made this show worse because you've got him fired up. When I was like, if you're mellow,
I'll be calm.
But then as soon as he raises that voice a little bit, it crackles the mic. I have no idea why. You know what I mean? No explanation for it. But
T. Berkey wants us to talk about Netflix. I can't talk about it. Dale didn't watch it.
No, I watched a little bit. Like it was cool. He's talking about his mom, and they were talking about watching shows. So like, and he was like, "Yeah, we watch shows or whatever." I remember hearing a bit about that.
Who?
Like
Jared Goff.
They were watching American Idol, and they watched The Biggest Loser. I think it was.
Oh, Burrow and Robin. Yeah.
Basically, they were talking shit about the dad who doesn't know how to do anything around the house and being a coach at OU. And also, when he got his offer to OU, that was his first offer, and he's kind of like, that's my dad's school. Does that even count? Like, and then other offers rolled in, and he's like, oh, maybe I should be a D1 quarterback and not try to be a basketball player.
Yeah, he thought he was be a basketball player, which I've heard that before. They thought he was be a basketball player. Then he
wouldn't have been very good. Like, he would have had to been Like, come on, man. His best case scenario as a basketball player is honestly Aaron Kraft for the Buckeyes. You know what Aaron Kraft did? He went overseas for a few years.
Yeah,
Burrow is Joe Burrow as a basketball player. He picked the right path being a quarterback.
Burrow is only an inch taller than me. I'm short for NBA players. I'm 6'3". He's 6'4". So yeah, they got guards. Their guards are 6'6".
He would have been that scrappy dude that had to just be lights out to make it.
Exactly. Dale, I'm with you. Haven't watched Bengals related content in 2 years, like the mini movies they put out through the years. I won't watch quarterback show, just the clips uploaded to X. Dusty, you do the same thing I told Dale. You can watch it, just fast forward past the stuff.
I'm gonna watch it. Like I have Netflix.
Hey, I'm not telling you. You can do whatever you want. But
I'm gonna. But I'm saying you asked me how. Like it just came out yesterday, guys. Let's not act like this has been out for 6 months.
No. I mean, like I said,
yesterday. I watched like an episode, but I was kind of doing some other stuff on my phone, and I'm like, and then you said that as part of the show today, which I agreed to come on before that. Not that I would still came on, but I'm like, I really have not watched very much of it. I didn't stay up all night. I had a doctor's appointment this morning.
Well,
to be fair, like
to be honest,
I had no doctor's appointment in summer for me, Jeff. I might have just watched that whole thing last night, been locked in as fuck because Marissa's asleep and I ain't got no nagging ass bitch. I mean, I ain't got no loving wife beside me.
Exactly. I don't even remember what I was going to say now. Hang on. I hate that. That's why I should write stuff down because I knew what I was going to say. Then you made me laugh and I completely forgot what I was going to say. Let's see here. Stranger grew up in Huber Heights, downwind of the Cowgill syrup plant. Cargill syrup plant.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I think it's Cargill.
Cargill.
I'm probably saying it wrong as well.
I
have no idea what he's syrup pants are bad as paper mills.
I think it's the syrup plant. Syrup.
He's talking about that's
plants.
like the Chillicothe thing.
Yeah. No, Chop. No. His wife does not need to meet you. You'd make her run away.
I love how his autocorrect on the way to work, like his voice to text, your name is Jeff now, like Jeff Hobson.
Me and Jeff Hobson are one and the same.
Yeah, basically the same guy.
Mike Mann wants to know if McPherson's looking better. I have no idea. We haven't seen. I mean, saw him minicamp. He kicked field goals. I mean, he looked good in practice last year.
We shall find out. He is going to be a big piece of this team. We can talk about offense, defense all day long, but Money Mac making field goals, not missing them, not mixing extra points, all of that adds up, totals up, especially the field goals, right? Like they have the trust in him to hit 50-plus yarders. If he misses a 50-plus yarder, guess what? The other team has great field position.
Hey, you know what the camp battle, the main camp battle is going to be? Long snapper.
Right guard.
Long snapper. Long snapper. That's gonna be the battle.
You think William Wagner coming for Cal Adamitis?
I don't know.
Bro, if it was a real long snapper battle, my man Clark Harris would be part of it because he would win.
Clark's retired. Clark won't even talk to you.
That jersey is not there. You know what that jersey is? It's beneath that painting.
Oh, wow.
It's under it.
It's beneath the Jack by Jody flag?
No, it's beneath the painting, the KB art. It's by the way, that is a Joe Burrow. I know the light's hitting it, but that is a Joe Burrow Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, the one above your head. That one.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, I saw
Joe Burrow Tecmo Bowl print from my guy KB Art. Love KB Art. I got and listen, I got a Money Mac print over here. KB Art.
You do.
I got Von Bell now. He's over there. I had to take Von Bell off the wall because he sucked last year. I put him on the floor over here. Just saying, I still love Von Bell. I say Buckeye. I love Von Bell. And he's knocking the shit out of Juju. Like, I love that.
That was awesome. Fuzzy Balls. Cleveland will get deleted if you end up in the wrong neighborhood. That's far worse than some smells. I've been to Cleveland a couple times, but mostly just from my son's hockey stuff when I went up there.
Did anyone kill you? Are you dead?
No, but
Ghost Jeff?
No, but Detroit actually scares me more than Cleveland does because there are literally in that downtown area. There's a hockey arena, there's a football stadium, and there's a baseball stadium, and then there's burnout buildings. Detroit is not. I was listening to some shows like, oh, Detroit's a fun town to hang out in. I'm like, where the hell you been at Detroit? Huh?
I kind of respect that though. Like, here's all of our athletic stuff. Everything else is burnt out. So if you suck this year,
we're gonna burn you down.
Not saying we're gonna do it, but saying everything else has been burnt out.
You never know.
Look, don't suck. You
know? Shakely in South Carolina. Surprise players who made the team last year but get cut this year. Zach Moss. I'll put that one out there.
I think
be a hot take.
I don't think there's a lot of. I mean, Jackson Kirkland made the 53 last year.
Right.
But I don't think it'd be a surprise that he doesn't make it this year. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think guys who made the 53. Tanner Hudson.
I don't think
unless
Tanner McLaughlin.
He also made the 53.
Oh, okay.
He
Sure.
never played, but he made the 53.
Do you think he actually plays? Because that is one of my
Jeff. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That is one of my concerns on this team, though, is the tight end room. Because of Eric All, we don't unless McLaughlin, or is it McLaughlin or McLaughlin?
McLaughlin. Who the fuck gives
I think
a
it's
shit?
McLaughlin.
Dude,
anyway,
catch a pass in the NFL, and then we'll fucking pronounce it.
He's got to get snaps. He is the only one, in my opinion, that has a chance to not replace Eric All, but at least can block and catch passes. I mean, at least in college he could. We'll see if we'll translate to the NFL. I don't know.
It's not about. I hear you with the Colt Taylor. I know a lot of people are high on him. Still haven't watched him, Dustin. Still have not watched him. West Virginia kid, undrafted kid. Maybe he has I don't think he has a chance to make the roster because I think they like their 12 personnel. And Drew Sample isn't going anywhere. Mike Gesicki's the pass catcher. He's not going anywhere. I'm worried about the backup to Mike Gesicki.
You mean the legend, Drew Sample. You gotta get
the GOAT.
The GOAT, yeah.
But that Cam Grandy.
I forgot about Cam Grandy.
Yeah.
I forgot about
him. They loved him. He was
true.
up. He was playing before. He was an undrafted guy playing before the 6th-round pick, Tanner McLaughlin last year.
Yeah, I totally forgot about him.
That's why I'm like, numbers-wise, with you on this, what happens if Gesicki has to miss a game? Who's catching passes at tight end?
That's kind of what I'm saying. As far as offense, that's the only room that scares me. It would be Tanner Hudson, I would think. That'd be my go-to guy. To be honest. But you also got Tanner Hudson who did this.
Tanner McLaughlin. But that's what they're not going to keep more. They're not going to keep 5 this year like they did last year. So basically, all right, let's do a rundown of the tight end position.
All right.
Tight end 1, call him a receiver, call him what you want. It's Mike Gesicki.
Mike G.
Tight end 2, the GOAT, Drew Sample.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Tight end 3, I think it's Cam Grandy because he was called up last year. They believed in
him. It's either him or Tanner Hudson. Well, right now.
Is it though? Because I think tight end 4, if they keep 4, and I think they'll keep 4.
Yeah.
Maybe Cole Taylor's in that picture, but I think it's Tanner McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Versus
Tanner Hudson. Tanner Hudson?
Tanner Hudson, yeah. It's the Tanner.
The Tanner. Tanny.
And the advantage Hudson has is special teams. He played really well in special teams last year.
Mm-hmm. And that is a big deal. Oh, speaking of specialty, this is one that I've got to talk to you about. Burton. I really, and if this happens, this might keep Chuck Sizzle off the team. So this is another one that might not make the team. Burton, your return guy. Punt return, kickoff return. Because if he's got, look, Yoshi's the 3rd wide receiver. Then you got, or you can say Gesicki's the 3rd wide receiver. Those 2 are above him right now, no matter what he does, I think. For his biggest way, I think, to make an impact on this team right now is kick return, punt return. If he can do that and be that X factor, with his speed and stuff, I wouldn't. So you would tell like guys who made the team last year that might not. If Darnell Burton, I did it again. Jermaine Burton can.
Darnell.
I know.
Hell yeah, Darnell.
He was a
I never called Tyson Anderson fucking Dejon Anderson.
Once. I don't know what you talking about, man. I'll never do that. But if Jermaine Burton I love Chuck Sizzle, but Jermaine can be that X factor that we haven't had since Pac-Man. Honestly, to be a returner. I don't know. Fuzzy Ball says Burton is the toss punt return end of the history. major risk for the injury.
I think he's better as a kick returner than punt returner.
Well, they don't normally have him do both. No, I mean, I don't. Because Pat-Man was a punt returner. He wasn't a kick returner. He just returned punts.
He was also fucking one of their starting corners. So
True.
Different, like if you're sitting on the bench as a wide receiver, you know,
Right.
and not getting a ton of snaps there. But yeah, it's Sizzle, but I'm not ruling out Isaiah Williams. I'm still not ruling out Isaiah Williams, who was doing a lot of the returning duties last year that they picked up.
So do you think there's a good talk about players that made the team last year that might not make it this year? I think Chuck Sizzle Charlie Jones is definitely on that line.
I agree. Especially like, dude, if he gets dinged up and misses 2 weeks of training camp or misses one preseason game, it's hard, and somebody else goes out there and shows out. It's hard to trust him.
Yeah. I'm trying to really
yes, that's the answer, Jeff. That's
Chop says Burton effed up all last season. They kept him. Rummer, is he a strained up? All right, you need to get to work and text me, Chop. What are you doing?
Well, Crypt Keeper's calling me two-tone. He always calls me fucking cracker, but I got 2 different skin colors right now. But they are both white, to be fair.
Are you going to be playing college football all day?
Yeah. I actually was. I got a 270-pound running back that fucking won back-to-back Heismans. I elected to go to the NFL. Now I'm going to – Madden 26 ain't even out, but that guy, he going to the NFL because he won 2 straight Heismans.
2.
The first year I had a redshirt. They wouldn't even play me. And then my redshirt freshman season, my redshirt sophomore season, and NCAA 26, won a Heisman both years. Just
shit.
And then I won the fucking national championship too.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. Or what you do. I don't play video games. One more. We'll get the heck out of here. Dustin, did we bring up any competition for Evan? That is something that's being overlooked this year. Right now, I think we certainly need him to bounce back. Don't we still have the same guy we had last year?
No competition for Evan right now. I do not think we brought in the LSU kid. I don't think there's anybody. They don't want to mess with Evan's head, which scares the hell out of me. Because honestly, go out there and make kicks with pressure, because that's what you got to do when the game's on the line, Evan. Exactly. So there should be competition for him, but as far as I know, no.
All right. Chop, I can't send the link out because I'm going to go out and eat dinner. So.
Yeah, sorry. Go eat that wife's pussy. Yeah.
No, it's burger week. I'm going to go eat burgers. Hey, you unplug this stuff before I let you go? See, I was nice and calm. Could you ever hear my microphone?
It is. It's so much better when you're that's so weird. You got to get a new one.
I got to get a new microphone.
But when you're calm, it's actually
I have my deep radio voice.
There's no way you can do that, especially when Dustin comes in here and starts like
especially when people
hyping you up on purpose. He's pissing you off on purpose.
People think I get pissed off. I talk loud. I'm not pissed. See, my face gets red. I'm not loud.
Stop. You got to tone it down.
I didn't even get that loud.
I know, but it was already messing up.
Would you plug some stuff,
Bengals
please?
and Brews. We got a show Friday. No offense, Chop. Chop, close your ears for this. I've been having more fun on Wednesdays, 4:00, doing NFL draft scouting shows. Go check those out. We've done quarterbacks and running backs, top 10s. Next week will be receivers. Me and my buddy Newt, he's a Green Bay Packer fan. He lives in Wisconsin. I love Newt, man. He knows this shit, and it's so fun to talk to dudes about the draft that know what they're talking about and bounce off each other and have fun.
Sorry, I know what I'm talking about.
No offense, dude. No offense.
Dude, I'm totally kidding. I know I don't know.
But I have had so much fun doing that, and that'll be the third one we do next Wednesday at 4 p.m. on Bengals and Brews. And then we also have the other shows at like Monday and Friday where we figure out what we want to talk about Bengals-wise.
So you and him are doing a show. You and him are doing a show on Bengals and Brews at 4 o'clock on Wednesdays?
Yeah, we're doing a show on Bengals and Brews on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. And we're talking top 10. Next week will be wide receivers. And if you don't care about the draft, Do you care about college football? Because we're giving you the best players to watch for college football next. Yes, Darius Taylor does some. He was both of our number 3s, and we don't look at each other's.
When'd you start doing that?
Him.
I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, today was the second week of doing it. I just
it's
something
I'm a bad
I
friend.
wanted to do because you guys know I do the draft guy for Project Game Day. I do a lot of stuff with the draft. I love it, and being able to find a guy that will show up and do these shows with me once a week. He's also a teacher, by the way, so it's like summer's the time to do it for us because we can, your schedules are just.
So what you're saying is you're cheating on me and Chop and Greg. That's what you're saying. You're cheating on us.
Yeah, I love this guy. I love him, man.
That's awesome,
NFL.
Dude. I'll have to make sure to check it out.
_West. Dude, it's fantastic, and next week will be the third round of that. And I'm pumped about it. I'm excited. I love it. And I love coming on here with you, Jeff, especially when you're calm and your mic sounds good.
What are you talking about? Oh, what? Dale, thanks for joining, brother. See you, dude. Love that guy. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm a live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. I will be pulling a sign off later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave a 5-star review and a comment. Some more Cincinnati fans to find my podcast. Shout out to the one and only Priority Lawn and Landscaping. If you guys need your grass cut, you have multiple properties you need cut. I don't know, you need that landscape, something extra that you just can't figure out what you want. Give Johnny a call. 513-430-6114. That's 513-430-6114. You also follow them on Facebook and shout out to T Properties. Quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And, of course, Meyer Windows and Doors and more. Their website is www.meyercincinnati.com for all your window and door needs. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. And my favorite favorite brewery, Moreline Lager House. They got Burger Week as well. They got like 3 burgers for $8 this week down there at the Moreline Lager House. We might be going there tonight. Hopefully I will stop down there sometime this weekend. Check these delicious things out. But if you guys are out and about, go down to Moreline Lager House, drink you some delicious Moreline beer. Thursday nights, they have the Rockin' on the Roebling. Follow me on Facebook. I always repost their stuff. Again, Moreline Lager House. Guys, thanks for joining. Sorry about the mic. I'll try to get a new one. I don't know if it'll happen by tomorrow. Or maybe I'll just have to talk like this the whole time, which is kind of boring. Anyway, remember one thing and one thing only. That's Houday for life. Throw it up. Well, Mike's about to cut out when I do this, but that's just sports, baby. Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.